Hi, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Vasquez, and I am an executive coordinator with Access ASU. Access ASU is dedicated to increase access to higher education and prepare Arizona students for success through family engagement, strategic K through 12th grade education, and community partnerships. Access ASU's programs and initiatives are designed to ensure all Arizona students graduate high school ready to thrive in college and the 21st century workforce. Today, we'll be talking about habits for academic success and what that looks like specifically for high school students. We'll be discussing what are good habits, how do you create SMART goals, and how do you turn these goals into long-term habits. To start off, habits are created through a concept known as neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is a brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. So essentially, neuroplasticity is a rewiring of the brain. New habits can be created through practice and effort. And as we all know, we all have habits. Some are good and some are bad that have been shaped through practice and through the encouragement of others. So what are some habits that lead to academic success? Some of the bullet points listed on here are things that you might already be implementing into your own academic journey. I'll be pointing out a couple of them on here. The first one is actively use a calendar or planner. So now this is going to be super important to help you keep track of the events that are taking place throughout your week, whether these are task events that have to do with your school or with your personal life at home. It'll be important to know what's happening, what's taking place in order for you to manage your time effectively. I have some students who share that they don't like to use a physical calendar or planner, which is totally fine. If you prefer to use a calendar or planner on your phone or in a different tool that's more digitalized, that's also totally fine for you to use. Another point I want to mention on here is just being involved in extracurricular activities in general. This will help you stand out from different applicants when you are applying to schools, scholarships, or any program that is competitive. The last point I want to make on here is connect with counselors and advisors. So now this is also super important. I do have students who share that they might not know who their counselors are or might not have a good relationship with them. If this is the case, I encourage you to have that conversation with your teachers, connect with a mentor, connect with another professional staff on campus that can support you, that can hear you out, and that knows what your goals are. So how do we turn these habits into long-term success? So to start off, successful students have a basic handle on time management and planning ahead. So like it says on here, you don't have to be a planning expert per se, but as long as you know how to break down your tasks and your events coming up into just manageable items and just turn them into their simplest forms, that's going to be enough for you to to be successful in using this habit. The next thing on here, like we said before, is using a calendar or planner. So this will be important to help you keep track of your assignments and just everything that happens throughout your week. The third point on here is to get organized and stay organized. So now this may look different for every student, but in order for you to be organized, it's essential that you know how to prioritize and set smaller goals. So now this quadrant that you see on here, it has four different compartments. So the first one is quadrant 1, urgent and important. Quadrant 2, non-urgent and important. Quadrant 3, urgent and not important. Quadrant 4, not urgent and not important. As you can see here in the example, there were different tasks or to-do items that were laid out and categorized in each of these quadrants. So if doing something like this helps you, or it might help provide a visual for you, I encourage you to use this tool here, and hopefully that works out for you. So now, how do we set SMART goals? So SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. So specific, it has to be a goal that is clear and concise. You must be able to track progress, and you also have to determine if it's something that you can realistically attain. So is it achievable? It has to be able to fit in your overall life plan, and there has to be a target finish time. So what does this look like in real time? Example 1, we're going to be going over a couple examples here. So example 1, I will obtain a job as a high school math teacher within 3 months after graduating with my Bachelor of Science in Education. So how is this a SMART goal? Is it specific? The goal of becoming a high school math teacher is well defined, so the student did well there. Measurable. Success can be determined by the number of applications, interviews, and job offers. Is it achievable? The goal setter will have the appropriate degree for the job. Is it relevant? The goal setter is planning to get a job in the education industry after getting an education degree. And is this goal time-based? The goal setter has set a deadline to achieve their objective within the 3 months following graduation. So this is definitely a SMART goal. Example 2 has technically 2 examples in one, but these are our most more common goals that I hear students share in high school. So the first one is, my goal is to earn good grades. So how do we turn earning good grades into an actual SMART goal? So this is what it might look like for you. Study during the week between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. until the end of the first semester. So again, this is something that might look a little bit different for you depending on what your schedule looks like and when do you study best. The second goal listed on the second example on here says get more organized. So I hear a lot of high school students share this specific goal. So how do we turn this goal into a SMART goal? This is a way that you can do that. Begin each day the semester by writing a list of what I need to accomplish. Document each day's class assignment in a designated notebook. Work through the assignments according to the due dates, always completing each at least 1 day ahead of schedule. So now it is your turn. So if you can please take the next 2 minutes or so to list 2 goals and turn them into SMART goals. So feel free to pause the screen for about 2 minutes and go ahead and practice this. Awesome. So how do you start creating successful habits? Right now that you are in high school, it's important that you focus on a few things. First of all, remember that you are a full-time high school student, right? And so your job is to be fully invested on how to improve study skills, study habits, explore test-taking strategies, go to class every day, complete homework assignments, and participate in class discussions. Thank you so much for being part of our short workshop today. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us, Access ASU at asu.edu, or feel free to connect with us on social media. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.